the next
No
one.
lah, I think 5 p.m. So then imagine they finish sobbing, right? Then need to sit in the ballroom and wait for 2 hours before they can see me. See us.
Hello, I'm Pei from Pei.weddings, and here's my couple.
Hello, I'm Darren.
Hi, I'm Jasmine.
Yes, Jasmine, Darren and I go a long way back in 2021. As everyone is aware, 2020 to 2021, that was when COVID was very apparent. Why I invited you all to this podcast was also because then we can share with the audience what happened during this COVID wedding period, because I think some of them would be very curious on what went down.
What went down was we signed with the hotel. Actually, we signed at 150 pax, but then during the period was only 100 pax. So then we took a risk because we thought that it would be like any other kind of like pandemic, like SARS. It was just like only a few months. That little did we know this whole COVID thing became like a 1-2 years thing.
Yes.
So we were a little bit worried, but thankfully we had you to help us.
Made it through this pandemic, right?
Correct.
Pandemic wedding.
Yes, so I think the whole time when we were planning the wedding together, there were a lot of ups and downs. I remember when we met each other, I think about 1 month before the wedding to finalize the details. Then that was when the government came up with a new ruling, right? And we had to change our plans all together. 记得吗？这个真的是 nightmare.
Well, that one is the worst, man. The worst news ever, man.
That's why you decided to do a solemnization first, right? So this solemnization was in 2020, right?
What?
June.
Testing 你们的 So when is your wedding anniversary?
2021.
Oh yes, I remember. So I think after finalizing everything really, at first they said that we could still host the wedding, but we need to get all our guests to swap. So then we had to text our friends and families and ask them. Most of them were like quite okay lah. They were quite supportive,
right,
but then there were like 1 or 2. They were like, I'm not comfortable with swabbing because then swabbing wasn't a thing, right? And then we didn't have like the portable swab kits like before.
一讲到我是 very agitated.
Yeah, of course, very agitated because I still remember we go and source for the swabbers to come to site and then to do the actual swab test. We had to stagger like a few groups to come.
Different timing because of the party size. Like maybe some groups have to come in way earlier, like 6点. The next
No
one.
lah, I think 5 p.m. So then imagine they finish sobbing, right? Then need to sit in the ballroom and wait for 2 hours before they can see me. See us.
We even had to plan for the escape plan.
Yeah.
Our guests became positive, right? Then we have to like plan a route for them to escape. Like take them to the hospital or something lah. So that was really quite a memory.
So 讲到这个 positive the most I think 头痛 part is because both of us have to do the swab test as well. So if let's say we tested positive,
then the
where
whole
our
entire
guest is
wedding will be like
Bye-bye.
But we also wanted to take the swab test ourselves so that we could be maskless throughout the whole wedding, and we also could move around from zones.
Yes, when you mentioned about the zoning, I remember like we had different zones. We had to use ribbons to demarcate the different zones, and then like your guests had to remain stationed, like seated at their seats, cannot cross zone. It was very dramatic. Like people now who are getting married now may not understand the pain that we went through, but it was really very painful to plan exactly how to allocate your seating plan and all. After the wedding, we still need to move you to another hotel because you cannot stay at the quarantine hotel.
Supposedly, right? Then I think 2 to 3 weeks before our wedding coordinator at the hotel, he texted us that like they were released of the quarantine thing. So then we managed to still stay at the hotel.
Can you imagine like after your wedding, if you're drunk and all, then you cannot get back to your room. You still need to cross the road to get to the other hotel.
Then I wear my gown. Then I need to cross the car park. I think it was very stressful, right, during the period. Every time we had, every time we wake up in the morning, right, the first thing we do is we check the news to see if there's like any new regulation. And the first thing I do is I screenshot and then I send to him. And it's like, oh no, how? Oh no, how?
Then, so we have to change accordingly because of the the regulation. Yeah, it's not easy because we have to contact our relative.
Yeah, then
friends.
keep texting our friends until
Yeah.
they're like so irritated.
Right,
like,
right,
every
right.
time we ask them, you okay with this and that,
Right.
okay with this, that or not?
Yeah.
Aiyo, normal wedding already so hard to plan. COVID wedding is really another level, but I think it was quite a journey, right? So now mentioning about attending a few weddings after our own wedding, one thing that really I feel a bit upset was that I couldn't do my bubble tea because I like to drink bubble tea. So I really wanted to have a bubble tea vendor and then like for my guests to enjoy the things that I like. But because there was some F&B restriction at the time due to COVID.
No
also.
mingling.
Yeah, mingling.
No mingling at the...
yeah.
Do you remember? Because we also cannot do yam sing.
Yes, cannot do yam sing also. So we had to like choose. Choose. I think that's one of the biggest part because the yam sing is like the highlight of the whole thing, right? Like everybody like so involved and so happy for you. Then the COVID was just like choose, cannot. But okay lah, I'm still very happy.
It's very rare for us to maintain contact with our couples even though it's been so long. So it's like 3 years now. Why we're so close is because I think, Jasmine is always doing shout out for us. Very, very thankful for all her unwavering support and all. Because I know you all are LEW. We'll get down to what is LEW, right? When I planned for a wedding at F1 Pit Building, I remember there was a LEW and that was something that you all could do as well. So maybe just share a bit more on, what is it about. So just in case any of our audience needs a LEW, they know to go and find you as well.
LEW is a licensed electrical worker. We are
Both
specialized in electrical
engineering.
Right.
Basically, he does small things that like buildings, right? So I do all the small units in the buildings. So we're in the same industry, but like very totally different scope of work. Yeah. So mainly for me, I do like small units or I do HDBs, landed. All the commercial shopping malls and all that kind of
Yeah, because I remember sometimes when I post things on Instagram, time to time you ask me, like recently we had one, because I posted my groom, Benji, who also came for the podcast, he came for a podcast before this. Yeah, so then, you did his store, his Yakun store as well.
Yeah, I didn't know that though.
Yeah, because after that I spoke to him, then he did mention that you're the LEW as well.
Yes.
So I think, such a small world and all that. But I'm very happy to see you all grow together after 3 years and all, and you all have been supporting each other throughout all this time lah. And isn't that what love is all about?
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
I think married life and before when we were girlfriend and boyfriend, actually like pretty much the same lah, because we've been staying with each other for like a few years really. So it was nothing really very special, just that we are married. No, not really. Married. Right. We always make sure that we come back to have dinners together. And then after dinner, we will do like a bit of our work. Then after that, we will always sit down on the couch and then we will watch Korean drama. That's what we enjoy. Actually, basically what I enjoy. Because he watches all the things that I watch lah. So, okay.
I think recently you also go running after work or before work. Before work, because if he has night shift and all, then you will order McDonald's for supper. Some things don't change. Last time also like that.
Yeah, it's still the same. Like he always want to eat supper, so that's something that we do.
I mean, we try to have some common goals that we want
Like eat
to
together for
achieve. Maybe something like having a marathon this year.
Oh yes, that's why you are running and training now, right?
Half a marathon.
Yeah.
Because previously we did 10 km, so now we want to like push ourselves to do 21. Yeah. We're trying, trying.
Oh, we already put it on record. You must finish this 21 km well. Thank you so much for joining us on this podcast. We allowed the audience to have a glimpse of what happened during a COVID wedding, as well as how married life is like after 3 years. Thank you so much. Thank you. Say bye.
Bye.
Oh, shut up.